First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second thing second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sea, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, from a young age, taking my soul into the masses, writing my poems for the few that looked at me, took to me, shook to me, feeling me, singing my heartache from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the
Hello, everybody.
G'day.
You bastard.
G'day, you bastards.
Hey, you don't have your Australian hat on, so you can't be Australian today.
Well, that never bothered anyone before, so we're just going with it.
Hey there, Chris, Stars, Stella, who's currently indisposed, but we will be with us soon. Italian girl, anonymous Chihuahua, Miss Lisa Jones. Pollyanna, we Frosty Ewok. Miss April, who said what? Sapphire Sky.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
Hello.
How have you been? How was your week? Bumblebee Parker, Miss Trisha, Miss Ashley.
Ashley.
Oh,
Ashley. I
Miss
love it.
Ashley. Oh, thanks, Miss Ashley. Yes, I'm doing a whole ass ton better. Ass was the wrong word. Yeah, I'm doing a whole lot better. Thanks.
Yeah, Griffy was a little bit poorly during the week, and then she was trying to do that thing that Griffy does, and as it is, out of 3 humans, 2 Africans, and 1 part-time Australian, we haven't got a functional one between us at the minute, and Griffy was still going to go and try to do a stream, and I was like, "No, you're completely insane. You're completely insane. If anybody realized how poorly you felt, they would be very cross. Stop it. Go to bed." And that's what she was told. She was told to go to bed in complete soup style. Go to bed. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 or $17. And that's what
Or a
happened.
pepperoni sandwich.
Yep. Shit all. Nothing. Nada. Zip. Zero.
So yeah, that is the case. Hey, Winnie B. Both Stella and we double teamed me on Wednesday.
Hey.
Take that as you may. I got double teamed, people, and I got
Yep.
thrown into a bed
It took her days to recover.
and told to stay there.
Just lie back and think of Australia.
Can you imagine the sight of laying in bed with a Stella on the one hand giving me the look, and a wee frosty Ewok hovering over me with a boomerang and a cork hat, going, "Move now, you bastard!"
All right.
Ya say?
Shrimps were flying. It was an awful situation. But
Look,
I had to get her under control. Shit had to happen.
luckily there was no Barbie in the room. Otherwise, things would have gotten hot.
Nay.
So
I'm
yeah.
so glad to see everyone. It feels like we've been here, but we're not here because despite the fact that two of our brain cells each have been running around the YouTube streets, the rest of our bodies have not been functional, and that has ruined the entire situation for the past week. And we've been like, oh my good God, we're half dead. Funny you should ask, you sexy beasts. Miss Ashley. Um, it'll be this evening. Um, possibly an hour ish after Griffey. We'll see how we get on. It'll not be too late for you sketchy Americans. It'll be a little bit late for us sketchy Australians. An awful lot later for the Africans. Oh well, shit happens.
Well, let's clarify it a bit because we loves to be vague at the best of times. We're planning on visiting with you guys and doing a catch up and the we everything for about an hour. And then when we're done, let's say an hour after that, our dear Wee will be going live with her sketchy, weird sidekick that she's got over there.
The other
And
little
yeah,
demented Ewok.
the other little demented Ewok for all your viewing and commentary and giggly pleasure.
Yes, this evening, everybody, we're going to expose Chris. Chris, we're going to expose her with all of the receipts, all of the proof. It's going to be a whole situation.
A
We've
whole
had the
thing.
team working on the screenshots. We have spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations. We have a whole thing. Um, so yes, you definitely want to tune in to see that. It's going to be quite the sight. Quite the
It's going to
sight.
be quite a situation.
Right? Right.
Oof.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
We've had it. They're springy.
The kangaroos joined the team to do some research. We tried to
Yep.
give them some spreadsheets to do, but they just hopped on to the next thing.
They're a little bit punchy occasionally, but
Yeah.
that can come in handy when dealing with certain people. Yay!
Especially that one that grabbed the pic of the screenshot out of your hand, stuck it in its pouch, and hopped off.
Right? Cheeky little shit.
Yeah.
Well, it could have went an awful lot worse. Um, Look, I have been trying to figure this out myself, Ashley, for the past 2 years. Um, because apparently I live everywhere all at once, which is, you know, I I'm not uh, a person who's able to go and buy very expensive things. Quite how I'm affording all these properties, I'm unsure. But apparently it's happening. So yeah, I don't know if I'm permanently living in a timeshare or whether I've just got a tiny tent. But yeah, something's happening. One or two, the other. I don't know.
Apparently you got a tiny closet everywhere.
Nay.
Hmm.
Yeah. And Chris, yep, you will definitely want to watch because, quite frankly, we have had enough.
Yeah. We
Enough.
have reached the end of our rope.
Yep. And we're going to pull a full Michelle Sabote with the rope and lose our entire fucking minds. Look, I can neither confirm nor deny that you might get a Nikki Chris. I can neither confirm nor deny. If I have the Chris nuds, all bets are off. I'm just telling you that.
Well, remember what I sent you in that last email? I think it was Chris's nuts, wasn't it?
Well, there was a tiny Italian flag, um, very strategically placed. I admired the
Mm,
effort. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Mm,
Creative, creative.
much.
Mm.
You could see some stuff peeking, but all in all, very tasteful.
Mm, mm. We'll give everyone scorecards, and you can
Yeah,
let us know your opinions.
we'll see if it's Guinness World Record worthy. If it is, we can open up an OnlyFans. But we and I will have to run it, considering we're the keepers of the nuts.
Oh, that puts me in mind of I just had a complete flashback, not to Chris's nuts,
Mm-hmm.
but to a whole different nud situation that happened with a very, very, very different person. Yes, our tiny handcrafted Italian loafers are shaking at the thought of it. But my lovely friend, human without soul, who had reached 1,000 subscribers. Thank God,
Yay!
because she works so hard at doing all the crazy videos.
Yes.
Um, it's on my community tab if you haven't seen it. If you aren't subs up to them, please make that happen because she watches an awful lot of some very unfortunate content that if I did, I think I would lose my temper. I did for a while and it started to get way out of control. Um but she did an amazing video about an older content creator in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a picture of a nud in the video. I don't think I will ever be the same. I have seen a lot of things in my time. A lot of things. I've described to you some of my many jobs. And hi, Karen. Hi. I know you and the team are lurking in the bushes there. I'm sorry that me having a profession fucking shits you so badly. But sorry about that. Not sorry. Carry on. Um, but seeing that picture was quite the sight. Quite the sight. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no way to unsee that.
We're definitely not ready for that other discussion just yet. We need to work up to that. Yeah,
I just
hold on.
realized that worked. I just realized that works as a pun too.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yes.
I'm trying to find that link for the humans without soul video. Because if you
And it's
haven't seen it, make it happen. Your life will never be the same. I'm
Stella
sorry.
says she'll get it.
Um,
But
yeah.
so yeah, from me and Stella. Hey, perps team.
What was that? What was
What?
that? What
That.
all of it. All of it. I mean, just if we can just condense YouTube in the past week into an appropriate one-syllable sound, what would it be?
Ugh.
That'll
There,
do.
there's not even a oh. There's just a
No,
ugh.
no, there's definitely no O.
That
Yeah.
this it was to describe it in words would say damnation without relief.
Right? I mean, it is one of my favorite phrases, so I do overuse it a little bit, but it really does feel like at times we have entered the seventh circle of hell. Only at this point in time, we're way past the seventh circle.
Yeah,
we're like, we're so deep at this. There is no returning.
true.
Because some people just outdo themselves, not in a good way, on a daily basis. And you're like, oh my God. Oh, 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 oh my God. And then tomorrow you're like, okay, they're bound to, no, no, oh, jeez, oh, no. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. And I mean, I was just my question last week was, and I was trying to put it into a crafty title, but I couldn't come up with a crafty enough title for it. So, yeah, but that would have been Wednesday. My question would have been, why do the middle-aged women of YouTube choose to be on panel, be on their channel, be on this, that, and the other, and either talk as if they're from the hood, you know,
Isn't
lit
that the
and all
way
that stuff.
everyone in the middle of a cornfield talks, apparently?
And not only that, but when the rest of the cornfields chat gets together, there's also a symphony of weird characters climbing out the closet. The one is so angry she seems to be the leader of the damn cornbread mafia. Always hopping on panel, always screeching at everybody else, never having a civil conversation with a person in a normal tone.
That's how you prove that you're tough and shit, you.
Oh,
Yeah, by apparently losing your temper on a constant basis. That just shows you've got your shit under control.
then I'm quite happy to be a weakling.
Right? I mean, I think that's why they get so annoyed by a certain batch of people. The fact that their craziness, yes, it confuses us. Yes, there are times where it upsets us because you're just like, how are you part of the human race doing something like this? That
Yeah.
is disappointing to me. It's
I
not for
mean,
me to make your choices, but okay. This is what you're choosing to do with your day. Great. Um,
just
but they
ask the
don't stop.
question, do you walk into a grocery store and shout at the clerk that's helping you like check out like that?
No, you go in like a certain other creator and just throw stuff into the shopping trolley, a array of knots that apparently I have never seen such savage grocery shopping. My mother would have broken my arms if I had ever tried hurtling something into a shopping trolley at such speed. Never mind not packing it, not putting things in order. And I have turned out to be exactly the same person. I have little sections for things in the trolley. I have everything all packed up and stacked up, all ready to be put into the bags. If someone should even dare to put something in the wrong section of that little shopping trolley, oh, you do not want to be that human being. You do
Mm-mm.
not want to be that person. And that's one of those terrible moments where you were like, oh yeah, I have turned into my mum. Oh dear. Oh dear. I do not like this, but here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of feels like common sense, decency, and respect is something that's not welcome in certain
Well,
parts of YouTube.
comment. It's not just YouTube, to be fair. That's why we see so much of it. It's not just YouTube. It's the whole planet in general. I think people feel like that, and unfortunately, the ones that we see on social media of any description really tend to fall into certain categories, and I'll leave it up to you to decide which categories they are.
I mean, here's to give you one example, just one example of how I feel about YouTube as a whole lately. Specifically, how certain individuals have completely ruined it for me. I don't
Sorry
like
about
it
that.
when
Sorry
not
about that,
you.
love.
I mean, I suffer from chronic migraine. You know that we,
Yes.
as well as having epilepsy.
Yes.
So when somebody starts screeching on a damn panel because they cannot get their way, or they can't be proven right by trying to rationalize to the other person, so they're going to scream at them in order to make the other person go, oh no, yeah, you're right. Right. Now, I easily develop a migraine when they start screeching like that. But these days, I would much rather go and watch a person like Greg Doucette. That is he's like a fitness guru, bodybuilder type dude. He's very high strung. So he
A
shouts.
little. A little. I mean, I think I have a lot of caffeine in my system. Good God. That man, that man, I think, takes my daily caffeine content and swallows it by the minute because, oh, oh,
So he's to say he's high strung is an understatement, right?
yeah.
So he pretty much sits there. He goes, what the hell's wrong? I would rather sit and listen to an entire playlist of that man and enjoy my migraine in peace than what I would go and listen to one of these other channels where they sit and screech on panels like fishwives. Oh, so that's saying something.
Look, there are certain people who've realized that there are certain products available in the world at this point in their lives. One of them would be the internet. Apparently, they didn't know that existed. Congratulations, everybody. Here we are. Uh, I don't know why they feel suddenly accomplished for finding that, but great. Well done, you. There's a little pat on the back. Congratulations. There was a notable other thing that I had noticed was again that person who runs that panel that there was screeching on. Um, Two things that have been around for quite a long time, um, and readily publicly available, and yet minds were apparently blown at the existence of such a thing. One of them being that there was an adult themed colouring book with pains, just page after page of pain. Um, and okay, great. If that's what truly makes you happy, great. Happy for you. Live your best life. but I'm not quite sure how they think that showing the same um interestingly colored in pictures daily on a stream and then very heavily suggesting that they were going to auction off the pictures in Discord. What? What in the ziggy are we even doing now? What? Here,
Maybe we
do you want just grab two coat hangers and go for it? Because you might as well just stare at the ceiling and feckin' communicate with yourself at this point because you are so lost in the weeds that you have no idea what's happening. Okay? Take that back, team. Take that.
they should go and auction it off to Ziggy.
Right? They could autograph them. She could resell them.
Yes.
Have a whole little ecosystem going on there.
And she could even do the little water locator rod thing.
Dowsing rods.
Yeah, there we go. And give the perfect picture to the perfect person that is bidding on it.
Oh, you're a genius. And she could give a rating out for the person. That would help decide who it would be. That may or may not always end up being the highest bidder, but we will wait and see. I'm sure the
Mm,
anticipation will be a sight to
riveting.
behold.
Riveting.
Yeah, I look. That was a whole situation. Okay, so we had the adult coloring books. Congratulations, great. Now we're buying all of the stock of Amazon. Great, happy for you. Great, live your best life. Um, or sorry, other people are. Can't be buying your own coloring book. Oh no, don't want to do that. No, no,
No,
no.
no.
Um, but then there was a very blatant attempt made at I would say plagiarizing, but that would be lost on so many people.
Yeah,
Um
they'd have to Google the word and
yeah,
then spell it wrong on their next live stream,
yeah.
like
Um
review.
but look, oh my good god. Unlike Heidi, whose phone is apparently full of 9 million screenshots of YouTube chats, which is a bit odd. I do actually take the odd screenshot of perps titles going, what? What? This wasn't just a spelling mistake. What is this? What is this? Is this another language? Is that what we're doing here? Is this some sort of code? Is it? Are we?
Well, I
Do I need an Enigma machine? Is this where we're going?
well I can confirm for you that it's not Afrikaans.
Sure. We know that that's the official language of skullduggery. Yes, Linny, you entirely missed the pain coloring book section. How dare you?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
You
Um
guys are so lucky with your Amazon. Wow.
I know. If only the tiny Africans had the Amazon, we could send Griffey and Stella all the pain and then some.
they they would be completely lost on me and Stella.
We would cover you both in pain. It would be glorious.
I'd rather be covered in we. It's a much better prospect.
Talking of which, you can buy the best merch that's on the YouTubes on Griffey's merch store, where you can buy your very own Toothless Hooker Gang shirt, or you can talk about donkeys, or you can cover yourself in wee.
Hangington has a question for you.
Um, Hanging 10, I would say you are so on the money there that it's actually frightening. Um, and not just not just colored pages, not with there weren't different styles, backgrounds, themes, none of that. No, no. Um, Colored in with just markers, page after page of colored in paint with markers. Page after page after page. You too can buy your very own marker colored in paint if you join the Glitter Ninja Discord. Good luck. Godspeed. May the force be with you.
You're gonna need a whole lot more than the force, dear. Oh, no, no. I actually had a dream the other night.
Oh dear.
Weirdly enough, I was like having an argument with a perp, and she told me to go and sit on the dick. I was like, "Do you even know me?" And then I woke
Well,
up.
again, there's just an element of common sense that you can't explain to some other people. I tried and made a complete arse of myself, repeatedly trying to unfuck some of the complete fuckery that was going on there, and was like, I remember literally having the conversation with Griffey multiple times of why? Why am I doing this to myself? This isn't helpful. I I'm this is not a good situation. Please stop it happening. Why am I trying to fix the unfixable? This is not good.
Yeah, that was quite a situation. Can you imagine me sitting trying to explain to Wee that what she's doing is not only weird, but just don't do that.
Yes. It was like
because
penitence on earth, basically, I thought, really.
because she would be extremely pissed at someone for what they are doing, and she would be like, fuck this, and then she goes up on panel, right, and she tells them all about themselves, and then she gives them all the outs in the world to explain why they did the thing they did.
Yeah, you entirely fucked up, but they're there. It's okay. And then I'm left questioning my entire life choices for the rest of the month. But sure, not to worry. I mean, obviously, that was a great idea. Yeah. The irony of it being that the first time I ended up on Ziggy's was actually really accident. It was only time I think I've ended up on Ziggy's, to be honest.
Mm.
Um, was accidental, really. She was driving, and one of her mods was talking to her, but that you could sort of get the vibe that they were trying to get her not to look at the screen while she was driving, with her child and a friend of child in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree with that. So I was like, okay, nobody's going to go up and help. I'll go up and talk twaddle for a bit. I can do that. Um, the odd part of it being that certain people there had decided that I was actually Frosty, the Canadian Frosty at the time. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Honestly, no, this is my weird accent. It's no, no. Definitely not that Frosty, no. Sorry about that. Um, so yeah, if only these people realized the entire fuckery that they create without even trying to, it would be amazing, I think. But yeah, yeah. Sorry, yes, perp, perp. Going back to what I was saying, perp, perp.
Yeah.
With her plagiarism, we got lost in the weeds. Uh, uh, the plagiarism. I happened to notice that another creator had posted a picture of an item which has been available since about the 1990s. I remember seeing it back when I was at school, for fuck's sake. And that was not yesterday, strangely enough. So, you can buy these little notepads on the Amazon. It's a thing, not a new
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's great. Obviously, some people haven't seen it. Obviously, certain minds were blown. But then, pure coinkydink happened. Pure coinkydink. The perp decided to post the exact same picture on her community wall. Like she has just found gold, reinvented the wheel and such.
Yeah.
Um, and plastered it up there thinking that she's hilarious. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
repost the creator's post with her own little caption, which is usually good form because it's not your content you're posting. You're sharing someone else's content.
Yeah.
But no, no. She just put it up there herself. Great, great, great. The excuse was that it wasn't her, it was one of her mods, the not so sparkling one,
Mm-hmm.
who perhaps may entertain a non level headed person on the daily, but that's neither here nor there. Apparently, that's the person that you want to give you content for your channel, right? Because we know that that has went very well before. Very, very well. So yeah, apparently it was all their fault, and sure, what does it matter?
Uh, you know, I actually saw that same thing, and I had to laugh, both at the coincidence of that, which you
Hmm.
showed, but also due to the fact that I posted that very same thing a month ago,
Yep.
along with a Yoda saying, "Much butthurt I sense in you,"
Yes.
with the questionnaire to fill out after.
Look, these people can't flick from one page to another. There's none of that. I don't think their screenshots give them that option. So again, maybe the team want to step their fucking game up and, learn how to use their bloody fingers and put down the colouring markers and learn to flick the screen. You know that little X button that Perk keeps telling people to hit? You can try that. Hit the X, off you pop. Bye.
There you
It
go.
it was amazing, amazing. But yeah, it was just the total concept of, oh, look what I just found. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No, you
You didn't
didn't.
try to. No, you didn't at all.
No.
No.
No, no.
No.
Nope.
And trust me, I think most people know me enough by now. Despite the amount of things I say, I hope that you know the amount of things that go unsaid are a lot more.
Oh, oh yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of this silent language between we and myself. There doesn't even need to be words. It could just be or mm,
Or
and
Griffey's stock answer is yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Mine usually has
yeah.
some form of swearing in it, whereas Griffey's just like, yeah. And it works. It works for everything. Works for everything. You tell her your leg is full enough. Yeah. You tell her you've just, your cat's just been stolen by your next door neighbor. Yeah. Tell her you've
Your
just
dog
seen
is
an old
squeaking.
lady's nuds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a whole situation.
Mm. Which goes to say that I'm polite even when I'm rude.
I'm not. I'm Irish. Sorry, Australian. We swear. It's a thing.
Hello, Jackie dude.
Hello, Jackie dude.
Mm. Good day, you bastard. So
But
yeah,
yeah,
no, me,
there's been just a lot of weirdness going on.
a whole lot of weirdness. There,
Simultaneously, while we've all been completely buggered,
mm,
for the want of a better word, for which there is none. Um, and therefore, you just have to be like, ah, well. Ah, well. At
mm,
this point, they'll do something even more crazy tomorrow. And lo and
yeah,
behold, they constantly provide. They are the little shit gift that keeps shitting everywhere. Mhm, mhm, mhm.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you sit and you wake up in the morning after you've had like a good night's sleep, and oh, let's hope today's a good day. And then YouTube happens. And by your second cup of coffee, you're pretty much ready to go to bed because you've lost all faith in humanity.
I have to be honest, there are many days where I deliberately keep YouTube away from my existence. um, until I've, you know, at least accomplished some of the tasks of adulting that have to be done. Um,
Yeah, that grown up thing that
mm,
we
mm,
actually have to do.
yeah, I would love to have the time to sit on my butt and talk shit for, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. That's not the case. Not the case. Um, I admire their effort, but again, some of them can't even muster that. They just fall asleep. So,
That I can actually vouch for. I did an 8 hour live stream once, maybe twice. I can vouch for the fact that long, your butt gets numb. And if the person you're on panel with continuously talks and you don't get to say a word, or the topic of conversation is so boring. Yeah, does not end well for you. So, with any luck, you'll mute before you start snoring.
It's just a very strange situation. Very strange.
But
And yes, I caught that too, Lenny. I was like, "Mhm."
but your butt will definitely be numb.
Bye, Chihuahua.
Chihuahua's going somewhere? I thought Chihuahua said crikey. Oh, hubby's home, gotta go. Love ya. See ya later. Thanks for joining.
But yeah,
So,
there's just been a lot of oddness. But apparently, as we've all seen, Chris is the root of everything,
yes.
and therefore that is why I have worked day and night handcrafting, and the team have been doing a full scale um
Deep
investigation.
dive.
Yep, with all of the things, all of the things.
We dove
Um,
into every single orifice known to man.
oh, good God. I don't think any of us would be ready for that. No good. No.
Oh, we will be. It'll all be exposed later this evening.
Just Chris, though. Yeah, nobody else. Nobody else. Nobody else.
Yes, yes. Just Chris tonight, and tomorrow will be like Pinky and the Brain. Then it'll be the world. Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
Jackie, dude. Our
big
deepest,
uglies.
deepest condolences to you.
Yeah, it always hurts. It always hurts.
But if you do need a good laugh, stick around. I mean, we may not be as funny, but I can guarantee the night's gonna get a bit better. Well,
I mean,
it's
that's a bit rude. I'm sitting right here. She just said we might not be as funny. Jesus, what? You
you
could at
know that's
least
not what
make
I
sure you
said.
say that when I'm not here. What is that?
You know what? You taught me a word that I happen to start having a huge affinity for, and now I'm calling everybody by it. Yeah, numpty.
It is a good word.
Yeah.
Very good.
I loved it when you called burp a numpty. Who was what she thought it was going?
Well, she's going to take offense at whatever I say. I could say, Purple, you're amazing and I love you dearly, and it would still be the worst thing she has ever heard. So I'm like, well,
You evil, evil witch.
right? uh, there's a whole lot of creative thought processes that are happening with certain people that, quite frankly, I'm not paid to unfuck. But I
No.
will sit and have a laugh at.
Yes. Stars is a whole lot more lacking than just her detective skills. Oh, I I actually seriously contemplated sending her an email asking her if Valerie, my little 6-year-old, could teach her how to spell. But somehow
Yep.
I don't think that'll go off too well. You see, Valerie's not a very patient girl. She would very quickly throw her toys in the air and say, I'm done with this shit.
It's a very, very weird situation that paranoia level that certain people have while being apparently blatantly unaware
Hmm.
of what they're doing, what the people that they claim as friends have been doing.
Yeah.
Completely fucking unaware. But yet everybody else is the problem.
Hmm.
And this constant little line of, you don't know me. Here's the thing. Here is the thing. If you insert yourself into the investigation of a missing child and befriend a parent only to then make that public knowledge, not to give it to law enforcement only,
Mm.
but to try to profiteer from it either financially, either by building a reputation, by building some sort of misguided, fucked up fan base. I don't know. But that shit is wrong to me. I will never fucking like you because you are a whole set of fucked up. And yes, I stand entirely by what I said. It doesn't matter who the child would belong to, whether it's Brandy Neal, Don Wells, anyone. Doing that is wrong. It's disgusting. It's
Yeah.
repugnant.
True.
So I don't give a fuck what you think about us, love.
I actually had some thoughts on that very same thing when I heard that they're so bad and we're the good ones, and they're I was like, really, really.
What?
Hmm.
The woman that was fist fighting in the street in front of her daughter, and there's a recorded video of it. I mean, sure, let's take parenting tips from you, you silly bitch. Sure, brilliant. No,
No,
no, not
how
gonna
about no?
happen.
No. So yeah, stars. I do hope that her little team of glitter ninjas do clip this, because all I have to say to that is hi and
Hi.
thanks for the subs.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually reminds me, I do have to thank quite a few people. Thank you for sharing our channel out and dropping our
Yeah.
channel in chats and all this, that, and the other. We really, really do appreciate it. We
Yeah.
are slowly but surely creeping our way towards 1,000 subs, which would, no, I'm not gonna do a,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
no, I'm not gonna do a pole dance, but we'll do something. We'll do something when we get to 1,000 subs.
What time is it for you now, Chris? That's probably the best way I can try to help work some of that out to try to help. I was trying to figure that out to do it yesterday, and then there was a delay. And then today, I was meant to try to do it earlier, and then I ended up having to do something else that was unavoidable. Um, so everything just got a little bit off kilter. Okay, so I'm 5 hours ahead of you. So that makes Griffey 7 hours ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, between sort of 4:30, 5 o'clock ish your time. Sorta ish.
Sorta, kind of
Ish.
ish.
It's kind of movable. It's a movable feast. How does that suit? Does it completely unsuit? Do I need to squeeze it either way? It can be done. It just, yeah. Let me know. Let me know. Yes. You need to
Yes.
learn all of the things about yourself, Chris. It's about time someone told you that this shit will not fly. Yo.
So, dear Chris, are you looking forward to your full exposure? We're going to lay everything bare, completely,
Tiny Italian
include
flag included. Hmm.
tiny Italian flag nuts included.
Hmm. 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 And we even
Jeez.
got a DNA picture on my community tab yesterday. That's how good my team are. We don't just limit ourselves to screenshots. We got DNA swabs, yo.
I'd actually pay big money to see that. So, we sort of need to do it like this. Uh, uh,
It's turned into a wee game of Pictionary.
yes,
If she draws a pin, I'm out of here.
my name's not purple.
You need. Oh. Ah, dear. Ah, dear. What can you do? It does make me think, though, that there is another term. See, you thought it might be just flips, like backflips, but really she could be just flipping us off.
Yeah.
So you're going to give her money for flipping us off. Is this how this works now, Chris?
No, no,
I
no.
do one exposure stream on your bullshit, and then people are paying you to flip me off. Is this what's happening? Fucking knew it. Yep,
and
the tiny stealthy team of Ewoks are creeping in everywhere as we speak.
mhm,
Hmm.
most definitely, you don't even know they're there until you're looking for your iceberg lettuce.
Yep.
Mm,
Unlike Perp's team, my lot don't need special outfits
no,
and a little fanfare and we pep talk from Heidi. No, no, my people were bred for this. We've been ready since time began. We are so ready,
and we are patient bitches,
right? Prepare her,
which is
patient woman.
why we waited so long to expose Chris. I
Yep.
mean, we weren't like the perp just jumping the gun on every single little screenshot that Heidi forwards to her.
No,
No, no. We
no.
got them all together first
Mhm,
to
mhm.
make sure that we can correlate them.
We had a whole
Right.
chasing truth style multi whiteboard situation going on. We had the little pins in a corkboard situation as well on a different wall. It was a full scale production.
Mm,
Full scale.
yes. I mean, we even pre ordered our sweatpants to be full on chasing truth.
Right?
Hmm. We didn't want to be the we weird Ewoks that stand out because we're not wearing sweatpants with our demonstration.
Well, I'm an OG buggy buddy, so that's why it's hilarious to me when some of these people are like, "Oh, and look at you going into communities and chats and following us." And no, that's not how that has ever worked. God love you. God love you and your tiny little ego that's what you think is happening. And quite frankly, for people that seem to spend the majority of the day on the YouTubes, you would think you would know better. You would think you'd be
I
able to do a little bit better as well. The fact that you can't says it all.
we. I'm glad you think those egos are tiny because from where I've seen, they're not tiny.
Well,
Nope.
my lovely who said what friend will understand this is a little bit like, and most of the chat will, to be fair, it's a little bit like a toddler temper tantrum,
Yeah.
except we're getting to see the menopausal version. They don't realize that they're doing it. I hope. Or at least that's where I fucked myself up. That's where Griffey's like, come on now. They're bound to know by this point, and I'm like, but maybe they don't. Maybe, maybe they just don't understand. That's where
Wait.
I get myself in trouble.
No. 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 Don't do it. Don't, don't do it.
Bubblegum contenders. Are you ready?
We had gladiators over here too.
Yeah, it was a good show. I used to love gladiators. Who was your favorite gladiator?
Damn, I can't remember. I was too young.
All right, don't rub it in. Jeez, oh. I don't know. There was one called Cobra. He used to have quite impressive thigh muscles. And he used to be able to do a wee sort of roundhouse kick in the sort of style of like Jean-Claude Van Damme, that sort of martial arts muscle tone that you're just like, "Mm, I could make use. I could put that to work. Yes, that's acceptable. Let's see how else you can bend."
Let's see what else you can bend.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. Lacey Jones, you would have had a field day if you ever get to see this show. Just saying. I think there was an American version too, wasn't there?
Yeah. Jackie Jude, if only there was just one simple answer to that question.
Right? It's like a feckin' Rolodex at this point. It's just like constantly
At this
spinning
stage, it's a
wheel of crazy.
spin wheel.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. uh, There's a whole lot of strange. Um, one very significant part of the strange happened yesterday, and we're deliberately not talking about that just right now. Just
For
uh,
right now.
just to see how things shake out a little.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Certain other things have happened as a result. People hiding channels and disappearing, and It's funny that we're the bad ones. We didn't make them do that. You did.
No.
You did.
Yeah.
Again. That's what you do to your friends on a constant fucking basis. Mm.
But yeah, let's just say it did not go unnoticed. It couldn't have, not by the sheer volume of what happened.
Right?
So yeah, yeah,
I mean, God love her. Just the whole lot of them, all of it, all of the things, all of it.
we,
Bless
you
their
are
heart.
way, you are way too giving with your blessings.
I am. They might be slightly Irish blessings, but we'll leave it at that. I think my lovely South African friends and Linny, Bubblegum, etc., might have an inkling of the other side of that. It's not quite as beneficent
Yeah,
as as I would always like, but it's always honest.
true.
But that's the sad truth of it, though. There is, even when people are really annoying you, really, really pushing your buttons, there's still a point at which you have to take a little step back and remember that they are a person, even if that's the best that you can do in that moment.
Yeah,
They may not be your person, they may not be the person you want to hang around with. It's, again, considering the drivel that falls out of certain other people's mouths, if I happen to say even 1% of that back to them, oh my God, the tiny menopausal colouring team would just explode. Markers would be everywhere.
yeah.
They'd just be colouring in their own faces. It'd be terrible.
Ironically enough, bubblegum, so did I. Little. I couldn't help it. It's that human thing of me coming through.
I felt very sorry for her, to be honest. But again, it's just like any of the people that we've seen before, apart from Chris, obviously, because I'm going to expose Chris later.
Yeah,
Apart from Chris, all of the others that, that they've routinely gone after since the Perp has ever had a channel. And we will get there. Trust me, I have been doing work despite not being live. I have a whole thing going on.
and the
Um,
whole team was busy with the whole thing. Now you can only imagine, right? We has been watching Perp for quite a long time.
over a
Myself
year.
and
Over a fucking
myself,
year.
myself and Stella have only been radioactively exposed to the Perp for a couple of months.
Yep. They only caught the excess when it became uncontrollable. I'm like, right, this is it. That what?
That 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 shows you what a good friend we is because she was like, "Hey, come look at this. I can't suffer alone. Here you go."
Just tell me if you're saying the same thing I'm saying here, because I think I'm losing my tiny mind. And Griffey was like, no, you're quite right. You are losing your tiny mind. Why are you here?
what 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 in the fuck is actually happening?
That's pretty much how that went.
So, yeah. But yeah, so I can vouch for we to try and explain all all the shit. regarding the perp. It won't just happen in one live stream.
No. And the sad point of it is that most of them still don't realize why certain other people would want to watch, would want to observe, and not be their bestie. I'm not quite sure why they think that it's an either or situation,
Yeah.
but again, that's their problem. They'll hopefully figure it out in time. And if they don't, I'll be there to show them with multiple videos.
I mean, for example, I feel for you, Lenny, and I understand that 100%. I thought the same thing when I saw all that happened, and I was like, damn, I feel sorry for her. And then one part of me was like, but wasn't she the one calling me a jackass and cheering all of them on? Wasn't she that same one? Oh, okay, no, I don't feel sorry for her. And then the next minute, yeah, I do still feel sorry for her. And then no, I don't. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
my own
we all feel
confabulation.
like that. A little. A little.
Yeah.
But again, it's like pretty much anybody who has been kicked out, and I mean that in the most essential terms of that friend group in one way or another. These people behave in a very strange way. Most of us with a friendship that goes sideways, the last thing you would want to do is to expose all someone else's personal business on the internet, because you would realize that that makes you a really shitty person as well.
Mm.
It's not about them anymore. Quite frankly, they could have been running an international criminal ring at this point, but if you've been the one hanging out while they were doing it, you're a
True.
shitty person too.
Yeah.
That's the point where they don't understand why it's weird to do this week after week after week of who is the shit friend that we're kicking out this week. It's just very, very strange. But they picked the right name for their alternate channel of Mean Girls.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know why, but ever since I saw that name the first time, um, purple now continuously reminds me of a strung out Lindsay Lohan. When I see perp, Mean Girls, perp, Mean Girls, strung out Lindsay Lohan.
I mean, it's a good look. It's definitely one you would want to emulate. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Role
especially if
model,
you're especially if you're a 40-year-old grandma.
right? But what do we know? What do we know?
Hey there, Miss Amy. So yeah, no, I get you, Lenny. I don't know how you had the patience with those two, but I take my hat off to you for trying because so so
Yeah. But then that happens to us all. We've all come from somewhere at some point with someone else that somebody else would look at and be like, how could you stand that person?
yeah.
What were you doing there? Why, why, why did you do that?
What can I
But
say? I
from,
had a momentary lapse of judgment.
yeah, but there's a moment. and then there's months. The
Yeah.
difference for most of us is that hopefully you learn not to repeat the same behavior. Some people are on a constant cycle of
Yes.
repeating it over and over and over again. Whereas for the rest of us, we're a little bit more cautious and hopefully have good enough social structure around us to either have friends, family, resources, the ability to want to learn from it. Because it's not about the mistake, it's about how you rectify it and how you correct your behavior.
Yeah.
There are certain people who are always the victim in their story. That is a very strange place, very, very strange place to be. It's almost like they're constantly lying. But again, what do we know? What do we know?
Yeah, we don't know nothing.
No.
Yeah.
We say we get it, Lenny. We really do. We really do, love. It's sad, but
So,
there's
Lenny,
nothing you can do.
Lenny, will you be joining us a little later on Wheeze when we expose all of Chris?
Yeah,
That's gonna be fun. Oh,
yeah.
because damn, Chris, if you thought Purple is your number one fan, having everything about you and not being able to have one single live stream without mentioning your name, stick with us, baby. We're going to make you infamous.
Jeez, oh. Well,
Yeah.
we're yeah, yeah. The team have been working hard. What can I say? We have to honor their effort and dedication.
and and commitment. Even in my sick bed, I was researching.
Even when people didn't even know you were there. What on earth? Anybody else doing that would get accused of lurking and
Or
creeping
being a
and
stalker.
stalking. Yeah. But no, 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 no. Apparently, the Glitter Ninja team can just run amok on YouTube, screenshotting every fucking chat, and somehow think they're being normal. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
I mean, at this point, I'm kind of surprised they don't have Chris's picture up in their wall, some on their wall in their bedroom or in the garage next to the sheet. Um, like just so that they can remind themselves what she looks like, considering they love her so much. It's kind of a weird thought, considering we've been so deep up Chris and everything of Chris. I think we need some
Hey,
pictures too.
hey.
Hey Chris, we need new nuts because all the old
Yep.
ones that we got, yeah, they're not helping anymore. We need new
We
ones.
fresh nuds. We demand fresh nuds for our effort and dedication. And
Yes.
yes, hopefully when you're exposed shortly, you will feel suitably put upon to make that happen.
So yes. So we are we going to go prepare for the exposure of Chris? Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to suggest that the way that Griffey just made that sounded like she's going to be using slightly different tools to the ones I'm going to be using.
I'm the nice one. I'll bring some lube.
She will. She will definitely bring the lube. Um, but yes, we will. We will definitely be doing. Let's do Chris. Let's do Chris. Good and proper. Yo.
Hmm. So it will be an Ewok double teaming Chris.
Nay.
So
You don't
everybody,
need to
please
run,
subscribe.
Chris. I need to sort some shit out. Just don't,
Yeah.
slow your roll. Slow your roll.
Yeah. No need to run. It'll be
You've got
what,
at
an
least
hour?
half an hour. I need at
Yeah.
least, yeah, at least
Yeah.
half an hour, max an hour. I need
Yeah.
time to be able to put things in order because without Linny giving away all of my life secrets like she tries to do on the daily, um, you know, uh it's just the way I'm designed. I need things in order on a little list, all sorted out, all ready to go. That's just the way it works. Sorry about it. Can't do anything about it.
Thanks,
Fresh
Liddy.
nuts. Just splash myself with my own water, fucking laughing. Oh Jesus.
About, let's say about an hour, Lenny,
Max,
just to
yeah.
be safe. It would be like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
So please subscribe to We Frosty, and we will see you over there in 30 minutes to an hour to expose all of Chris. Ooh,
Hey.
slippery nuts. Sorry, I got distracted. Where were we?
Yeah, we have to keep the slippery nuts for the OnlyFans. I mean, we can't give away everything just for free. Come on now. Have standards. Standards.
I wonder if I can get away with putting them on merch.
Well, Jim Terry for the longest time wanted to put certain people's private parts on merch. Um, I don't think he had quite thought through that a merch store may not be happy with printing that merch, considering he uses a very large service like most people. It's not like he's handcrafting them in his garage for fuck's sake. Um, he hadn't really thought that through, but yes, he keeps saying it. And after all, he does have all of the peen pictures. After
Yeah.
all, we've seen a lot of them on Parp's channel.
Hmm.
Hey!
Some would say exclusively.
Mm. He's a funny choice to be hanging out with, considering he porn bombed your channel multiple times. But sure, don't let that worry you.
Yeah,
And
no.
yes, Doug has his issues, but quite frankly, from the shit that we have seen over the past year and a bit, part of me doesn't really blame him for having certain reactions to people. Do I support them all? No. Do I want to be there? No. But some people are doing a lot. They do a lot. Now, if you're going to go and hang out with Jim Terry, oh, who again? Who fucked up another missing kid's case? Let's not forget that. Now, to be fair, for that kid was an adult, just about. But again, when that's somebody you want to go and befriend, I would seriously question your fucking life choices, to be honest. But sure,
Yeah.
knock yourself out, Purple. Go and hang out. Go and buy all the fucking merch, love. Go and get it all. All of it.
and then color them in.
Oh, just had an image of colouring in Jim Terry's paint. Jesus. Oh, look.
Maybe she can give him a little face.
Oh, God. Oh. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing my thing.
Thank you very much, Miss Ashley. So yeah, with that, we'll see you guys in like 30 minutes to an hour on Wheeze to do the dun 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 exposure of
Chris
Chris.
exposed. Do, do, do. Yep, yep,
Yes.
yep.
So on that note, we love you. Thanks for being here. We will be back again on Wednesday. I promise not to fall down a flight of stairs or slip and fall under my bed or whatever the case may be. We will be back on Wednesday.
I'm not going to promise that she's not going to do those things because, quite frankly, I know this woman. God damn it, she gets up to some shit. So, God only knows what she'll get up to between now and Wednesday. But yes, hopefully we will have this Stella on the panel too if she starts to feel a little bit better as well. And that'll
Yeah.
be a lovely thing. Because we miss you, Stella. We miss you.
Love you, Stella. Stella.
I can feel her glaring at me across the continent. Like, I'm gonna kill you
What
away.
at you? She's got a bemused kind of smile at you. The
Love
glare is coming
you.
my way.
Love you, Stella. Yeah, Dixie, I think we'll only need. I don't even think we would need one marker for a certain person's pin, but I mean that's just between me and you. I have can
and
neither confirm nor deny, and have no desire to find out.
and one of those huge magnifying glasses.
Yep,
Hmm.
one of those little contraptions that jewelers etc. use. Not a jeweler's loop, but one of those like little magnifying multiple sets of goggles situation, where it's like
Yeah,
a whole a whole situation. I'll just
a
stop
whole
myself
a
there
whole
before I get
situation.
into trouble. Yes, Griffey could tell where I was going. Please help me. Good God.
Okay. So on that note, 30 minutes to an hour on Wheeze. Chris exposed.
Da da
Dun, dun,
da.
dun. Love you guys and thanks for joining us. We'll
Love
see
you,
you again
everybody.
soon.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.